Yeah, here we go. Sam Cornish. A few photos from last night's win. I mean, this guy does. He gets the best pictures. This guy.
Yeah, and look at that. You can just see. That's how much it was outside the post. You had to curl it in.
It's unbelievable. You got no right for that ball to go into the back of the net from there.
What a strike! And also, I was watching it back. I didn't realise how far over to the right Sar was. I thought it was a bit more central than it was. And because he was so far over to the right, it means he could just curl it round those City defenders and not have to go through bodies. He can go round the bodies and absolutely work the treat. It's a brilliant strike, and that's a really good shot of that goal. And fair play to Sam.
How is that? Is he just like constantly there with the camera, just taking snaps of everything? Because he catches everything. There's nothing he doesn't catch.
He's an amazing photographer.
Unbelievable.
Go subscribe to him, go follow him on social media because he deserves it. It's great content.
Yeah. Simon Yemeni says monster performance, and that is obviously from Decky. Look at that picture, and he showed real passion yesterday, didn't he? Yeah. When we scored that second goal, I mean, no one was celebrating it harder than Decky.
Look at those veins popping out of his neck. You can see the passion, how much it meant to him. Brilliant stuff.
And also Decky, like, we talk about leadership ability, like I really thought it showed good mentality what he was saying after the game as well. You know, he was saying, yeah, it's all well and good to win these games, but champions or winners don't win a game like this and then back it up with a loss the next game. You need to keep winning.
He says you're not champions one day, you have to be champions every day.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
So that's great mentality. Will Hester says, look what it meant to Kulu here. He's a natural leader, the ultimate team player, and my club's future captain. Do you believe he could be the future captain of this club?
Well, when Sonny leaves, maybe one day. Who knows? I think he's clearly got the mentality for it. I think maybe, well, you know, if Sonny leaves in a couple years time, maybe he gets promoted to the leadership group, or maybe he gets promoted even earlier.
I think he should be there already.
But he doesn't have to be in the leadership group to be a leader.
He is a leader.
Because he is a leader, exactly. Yeah. So I think he's already taking up that role.
But I think he should be given the recognition and be part of the leadership group, because I think he deserves it.
Well, he's showing it at the moment.
Yeah. Next up, Physio Scout suggests that Micky van de Ven suffered either a further tightness or a moderate hamstring strain versus Man City. Tightness would sideline him for less than a week, but a moderate strain could be 2 to 4 weeks. So I guess obviously we want it to be the former rather than the latter, but even if it is the latter, it's not the end of the world. Yeah,
he'll miss 2 Premier League games, a Europa League game, nothing we can't handle. But it's obviously going to still blow because we know how important he is. But it's an opportunity for Dragishin. And, you know, he's been asking for more minutes and his agent's been talking all that stuff. And here's an opportunity to show what you can do against better opposition.
Yeah, I guess the positive as well, like the 2 Premier League games that could miss would be Villa at home and Ipswich at home. Like, we should be beating Ipswich with or without Micky van de Ven. Obviously, Villa will be a lot tougher, but I back ourselves, like I said, against anyone at home. So it's better that it's home games than away games, let's put it that way.
We beat Villa with Dragishin last year, pretty much.
Yeah.
So.
Hotspur reports saying, apart from his missed opportunity, I thought Rishi was great when he came on. Carried the ball so well, pressed well, and impacted the game. Oh, Pombo!
I agree. I thought he played well, Rishi, when he came on. I thought he looked a lot sharper than he has done in previous games. So pretty happy with him.
And this one could take a while. This is from Lily White Lab. Running out of words to describe this man. Physicality, the strength to hold off numerous opponents with the ball at his feet, an incredible engine to keep his levels up for 90, the ability to stride the length of the pitch at crazy speeds, technique, ballerina feet in tight areas to evade pressure, execution and vision in his creative passing, first touch always into space and away from opponents, IQ, knows when to slow down and speed up when he has the ball at his feet, deceptive moments to find the extra yard of space in pockets, composure to make the right decision in the final third, even after 50-yard lung-busting run, been our best player this season, and it's not even close. And I completely agree. I mean, it feels like this guy just has like 5 lungs or something. He can just keep going, keep going. I mean, he's a physical specimen, isn't he?
His stamina is nothing like I've ever seen, and he's such a strong runner as well. The fact that he can keep up that ability to run throughout the whole 90 minutes is such a asset, and when you add the quality he's got, it's hard to stop him.
He's like, he never looks tired.
Never.
I don't understand, because you look at, like, let's say him compared to Dom Solanke, who are both like really hard workers, right? By the end of some games, you see Dom just like Decky's just like not got a sweat on him.
Yeah, it's incredible.
StatMuse FC, Man City at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, 8 games, 6 losses.
They don't like it here, do they?
They don't like it. I mean, and one of those games, we could put that as a Spurs win anyway.
Exactly.
So,
Come on.
8 games. Oh, they still won that game, but we both won that day. Ayudi says, Sonny sharing the blanket with Wilson. And that's our Sonny always.
That's what you call leadership.
Exactly.
Come on, always looking after everyone. Lovely.
There was some great moments from Sonny yesterday, which I'm sure we'll get into. But there you go. Sonny sharing his blanket with Wilson Odebear.
Yeah, no, we beat City without Son, who's usually so good against City. And to do that as well, also very, very important.
Dave says, this effing club, my fucking club, this. 1-0 against Palace, 2-1 against Man City. And that's what I was saying before. Is there anything more Spursy than losing against a team that haven't won all season and beating a team that haven't lost all season and have won the last 4 Premier Leagues?
Yeah, that's just Spurs all over. Like you can probably point to moments over the last 10 years where similar things have happened. It's just that's what you get with Tottenham. You know, you can never get too down, but you can never get too happy either.
I know, but it's hard not to get either.
That's what, exactly what happens with Spurs.
Because like after Crystal Palace, like I was so down, man. I was fuming after the Palace game for like the next 48 hours, and then the City game comes on, and I'm like, oh, everything's all right, all good, everything's all good. Blue Deer says, Micky, calm down, and he seems to be okay, please.
Well, it definitely can't be as bad as the Chelsea game. He's walking around like that after the game. Didn't look, I mean, just not smiling there, but I'm guessing if it was a bad injury, they would advise him to, not walk around maybe like that. So maybe it's not as bad as he feared. I remember last season as well. Wasn't there a moment where he went off and it looked bad, and then he actually wasn't out for too long? Yeah, I think he was out for like 1 or 2 games. Yeah, and it wasn't too bad. Yeah.
Next up is Expressions. Big up to Expressions. And he says, they knew the assignment. And look at the look on Haaland's face, Akanji's face, Pep's face. And this is in the last minute of stoppage time. They don't seem too bothered, do they?
Yeah, they'll say, look, we know what you did for us last season in the title race. So here you go. Here's a present. Gift wrap for you.
Blue Deer as well. Sonny slaps Archie after the game. Sonny going to congratulate Archie for that second half performance.
Lovely moment from Sonny. And yeah, Sonny knows Archie's like a little brother as well. So great stuff. And
in terms of like, because a lot of people saying like, oh, we bought Archie, like why don't we play him as well? Maybe got found.
And I think
invert the wing. The reporter asked Pep, what do you like about Kulusevski? And he said,
what a player.
I mean, that takes it back to years ago when we first signed him, and he was like, he was going through the Conte team, and he was like, just Kulusevski. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Clip of Sonny and Rodrigo.
I need to see that.
ONTHFC says, I'm not freed from desire after the game yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's so funny. They're like, you know what? They gave us the let's celebrate for come on, see.
James Coy saying 1-1. Cheers, Pep and co. Pleasure doing business.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is the point. Yeah, they missed that. We missed that chance. They gave us the win. Big up.
So I guess it's on as even, and we can go at it. Centre Goals saying this is Sonny's drip yesterday. Sonny, I like that jacket, to be fair.
Lovely. He's always looking fashionable, dressed to impress. He was sitting mid front row, albeit is that jumper the same colour as the City shirt that they wore yesterday? Secret agent.
Leeds blue and white.
All right,
this is our Sonny.
Calm it on the claret, Sonny. Calm it on the claret.
Sonny 07 showing again a clip of him and Odebear with the towel on the sidelines. This is one of him and Vicario with a nice. Well, he's pretty much just cheering every player off the pitch yesterday.
That
captain, man.
Brilliant stuff. Everyone gives him a really lovely.
Isn't that what Poch used to do after every game? What's it? Pieces with this picture, and you can see. Look at the grim. I think Bissouma actually walked him down the tunnel.
He feared.
Yeah. Mari says this is their reaction on the bench to Timo and Sarr.
Great, and then look at Spence. So great to see Spence and Odebear there, front row, supporting the team. It's really, really good stuff. Yeah.
Again, Sonny was so happy. Look at that smile and clap to Kulusevski. It's brilliant.
Come on. I never get bored of seeing Sonny showing.
Literally, I can just watch it all day long.
So great.
Troll Football says every Premier League team fears Man City. Man City fears Tottenham.
Exactly. Exactly. They're the only team we strike fear they strike fear into. So great, so great. Man City just hate coming to our stadium.
Johnny Blaine says, my algorithm is throwing up a lot of people crying that Werner started tonight. We said on the pod, whilst he might be in really poor form in front of goal, he is never hidden and he's always in the right place. And again tonight, delighted for him.
Yeah, and I think that's a good point. That's this is what we were saying in the player ratings or the match review. Like, he's just a player that, as much whatever you want to say about him, he keeps showing up. He keeps getting there, and he keeps getting those positions. And some players in that position maybe would hide a bit, and maybe wouldn't even get in those chances. They're scared of missing them, but he doesn't do that, and he keeps getting those chances. So, fair play to him.
Yeah. Next one is again Sonny on the sidelines, which we've been through.
I think that was this is Pape's goal.
Pape, he's so happy, man.
Yeah,
Sonny.
Look at that.
Mark's,
Standing ovation from Sonny for the goal.
love it. Mark Stats Bot saying Spurs 2, Man City 1. XG was 1.21 to 2.31 in Man City's favour. X threat was 0.57 to Spurs, 1.95 to Man City. Possession 32 to 67. Field tilt 18.8 to 81.2 in Man City's favour. And defensive action height is 40.1 to 53.1. So make of that what you will.
Well, you can see here in this on the bottom left one, if the open play XG is quite similar, 1.1 to 1.42. And then, but where it's a bit different set pieces, they had that big chance in there. So that's where that big difference in the XG comes.
Axel THFC says Dejan Kulusevski has now got 7 goals and assists in 6 games against Manchester City.
What a guy. And
that is mad,
they can't handle him.
That is mad.
Started off in his first game, he got a goal and 2 assists in his first ever game against City for us. And he just goes from strength to strength. They just hate playing against him. Albeit, this might be the first time he's done it at our stadium.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, actually. I was just thinking that. I think it is the first time at our stadium.
Because usually at the Etihad.
He owns that stadium at the
exactly.
Etihad.
So now that we own him at this stadium, come on.
Spurs pictures that go hard again. That's that Decky picture that I can just look at all over and over again. It's just such a great picture, isn't it?
Exactly. Passion just coming out of his mouth.
Literally. COYS is saying, my team, our players were so happy for Timo. And literally every player apart from Vic went over to congratulate Timo for his goal. I know.
Pitch, isn't it? Yeah, but great. It's so great to see everyone showing appreciation for Timo. Because as he said, it wasn't a great few weeks for him. But hopefully he can start getting over those misses now.
Is it a Timo redemption arc now? Can he follow in Brennan's footsteps? Get that goal and go on a bit of a scoring run.
Why not? He's gone on scoring runs before for Leipzig. So
how long ago?
Doesn't matter. It's happened. Can't say it didn't happen.
And next game we got Aston Villa, which was probably his last goal before this game.
Yeah, he scored against Villa last time. Good goal. So, look, I think Sonny comes back in, but if he starts,
he'll get on the pitch at some point.
Hopefully, carries on with this confidence.
Well, even if he comes off the bench. Tony D says supporting Spurs feels like having a dog that shits on your carpet then saves you from a house fire at 2 a.m.
Literally Spurs. That's exactly what it's like supporting Spurs. I think that's spot on.
Tottenham tweeted out this, all the players coming in after the game yesterday, obviously smiles from everyone.
Come on, everyone's
relief,
buzzing.
Mentality, quarterfinals. Let's go all the way now.
Come on, Pape's like, come on. Love that.
Next up is Leslie. Leslie Spurs saying Sonny after the game with the players, which we've seen. The 44 says someone said that Van der Ven shat himself.
Yeah, we've seen this clip. Something does seem to fall out of Van der Ven's
Oh,
short.
shit, yeah.
But I think it is just a bit of mud. Because he just went...
It proper looks like shit.
I'm pretty sure, because he just went on a sliding challenge just before that moment, didn't he? So I'm pretty sure it's just a bit of mud falling out of his shorts.
How sure are you?
I'm like 95. 95% sure that he didn't shit himself. I'm pretty sure it's just a bit of mud that fell out. Because you can see there's mud on his shorts there. I think it's just, he's sliding, there's mud goes up your shorts sometimes, I'm pretty sure.
It looks very sus.
I don't think he shat himself.
Simon Yemene says, that was not a pretty win. That was not an easy win. That was a win earned through blood, sweat, dirt and pain without our captain and greatest player against the best team in the world. The type of win that builds character for a team like ours. We needed a win like that. We move.
Fantastic.
I think that's spot on.
Yeah, and as we've said, like, was a very different type of win to what we've done so far, and we needed to show a different side of ourselves, and I thought we did that. So good stuff.
Jim Oso Spurs brings up something that was said by Sky yesterday, saying it was a valiant effort by such a young Manchester City side. However, the average age of each starting 11, Spurs 23 and Man City 26. I think we read it before, it was 24, the average age of the Spurs.
24 for Spurs, yeah, well, still,
but
Man
still,
City's higher.
yeah.
So I think we didn't get enough credit for how young our team is. And as much as, players like Haaland weren't playing, there was still a strong City team out there. It was not a reserve side. So I think we deserve a bit more credit.
Yeah. Gus says, Dom Solanke, hell of a player. Fuck the overlap.
Yeah, because on the overlap, there was people calling him useless.
Really? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's what happened. So,
fuck the overlap.
100%. Come on. If you can't see what Dom provides, you don't understand football.
Yeah. Albeit, I really do appreciate what Dom is providing, but I need to see him getting more goal-scoring positions. We need to see him being more of a threat on goal. He's our number 9 at the end of the day.
It'll happen.
Interlude Sonny, this is just so funny. I mean, it's not funny to me. Look at the way they're looking, and this. What moment? I actually thought this was when Van der Ven went off, but Van der Ven's sitting there. So what moment is this? Is this when Romero went off?
I don't know. Van der Ven's giving the side eye to something. I don't know what this is.
Maybe it's when Romero went off.
Maybe.
There's Will Lancashire there. I actually wanted to bring up a point about Will Lancashire. Like, what is going on with him at the moment?
What do you mean?
He's not in any squads at the moment for us, and he's not in any squads for the under-21s. Like, what are we doing to aid his development at the moment? Like, what's going on?
Maybe we feel like he's too good for the under-21s now. So
he's not getting in the first team squad.
It's competitive. Richarlison's back now. So
that's what I'm saying. So he needs some football.
Maybe he needs a loan deal.
He needs something. Like, surely playing with the under-21s, maybe train with the first team and then play at the under-21. You need to play some sort of football.
Look, they got a plan for him, hopefully. He's not been playing a lot. Oh, did he pick up an injury or something? I can't remember.
He's been back for injury for a while now, though.
Yeah, he came back. He obviously played in the Ferencváros game. It's not great, to be honest. Hopefully he'll start getting some sort of chances. But now Richarlison's back. It's tough to see him getting minutes because Richarlison needs minutes as well. But, maybe we should be resting Dom a bit more, especially in Europa League.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to see him on the bench at least for the Galatasaray game, Will Lancashire. Just don't take Dom at all. Just leave him in England.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah. Billy T says, hand Dragason's agent the mic. He's earned a waffle session after that performance.
100%.
Spurs Watch saying Richarlison has got to score that. Completely true. It's a gilt-edged chance, man.
It's... I mean, it's just a weak effort, wasn't it? The fact he didn't even get good contact on it, straight at Ortega, really frustrating there for Richarlison. But, look, maybe it just comes with more time on the pitch.
Jake says, Bissouma sub was so good from Ange, allowed Bentancur to shift over and help Gray, who had a much better second half. Grinding out a result like that is what we need to see more often. Those boys put in a shift, 100%.
And that was good stuff tactically, I agree, from Ange. And as we say, people give him shit for not changing things quickly, but the last couple of games, at home anyway, he's changed things quickly, hasn't he?
Yeah. Simply Spurs. I don't usually win things. I always win things in my second year. And that is obviously the famous quote from Ange Postecoglou. And after beating Man City, obviously it's still early stages of the Cup. We've still got a big game against Man United to play. The likes of Liverpool and Arsenal still in the tournament. But maybe we can, after beating Man City, a few more Spurs fans will start to believe.
Well, got Man United next.
Yeah.
So take each game as it comes.
This is before sunrise. It says in Korean, I really wanted to see Son Heung-min moving. And well, there you go. You see him moving.
You see him moving, not standing still. There you go. Come on, let's hope he's back on the pitch next game.
Spurs Watch, a quote from Decky says, I want to show I can be one of the best players in the world. And I think he's showing it at the moment.
I think so too.
Son _ way in Korean, it says Sa hug.
Lovely
It's a
moments,
lovely
yeah.
hug.
Sarah and Son always had the best relationship.
THSC Kieran saying, let's talk about that flick to Kulu, though. And that's, we were talking about this in the match review. I mean, that's a great flick.
Yeah, really good awareness. Right into the path of Decky. You can just stream away. Lovely stuff from Brennan.
Who is that? Ruben Diaz as well.
I think it's Ake coming over to him, is it? Oh, no, Diaz. Is it Diaz?
Looks like Diaz, yeah.
Oh, Ake's gone over to Gray. Yeah, Diaz.
Next up, again in Korean, and it says, hey, brother, I'm Sa. You really repay me with soccer. Sonny, thank you for coming to see me today.
I thought at the beginning it was like a photo shoot or something for
Son.
For Sonny.
Well, it pretty much is. It pretty much
literally.
is. Dan Yidvid says, Micky had a bad injury before joining Spurs, and now that he'll be his fourth separate injury, one long term in 14 months at the club. Considering the way Spurs play, they're going to be forced to buy a backup centre-back with similar profile sooner rather than later. Do you agree with that?
Well, I think we all know we need another player there. I think that was one of the big disappointments of the summer. We didn't get maybe even a left back who can play left centre back, one of those kind of players, and we definitely need one of those. So I think it's no brainer we need another player there.
Yeah. Spurs Watch saying Archie Gray is definitely a talent, but he is not a right back for me. Doesn't have the pace to keep up with the wingers at this level. Want to see him given a chance in midfield.
Look, just be a bit patient, people. I know he doesn't want to be a long-term right back, but it doesn't mean he can't do a job there. And I think he did all right in the end once he had a bit of help from Bentancur. And look, he's still 18. He's still got a lot of growing to do. So, look, maybe he's not a right back, but I think he can still play right back.
And he showed it in the second half that he can play right back anyway. This was the moment that I was talking about with Micky van der Ven before the game. So this is all the players coming out for the training, and then Micky comes out last.
Has a little feel there of his hamstring, you see.
Where is... Oh, here he is. Yeah, so Micky comes out last, a little feel there, and then he just doesn't seem to be moving comfortably either. So maybe he should have made it known, or someone should have noticed, or something, but he shouldn't have started.
Little feel. I don't know if we're looking too much into it, but it looks like he has a little feel there.
He's literally walking out, holding it. Anyway.
Well, if that was, if he knew before, then he should have let the people know. If he
and Brian, I was talking to Brian on the way in, and he was reminded me that similar happened at Aston Villa, where at half time, Ange said after the game, there was something with his hamstrings, and then he comes on for the second half and then pulls his hamstring. So there is previous here.
Oh, he needs to learn from that. He's still young. Maybe he still feels like I need to just get on the pitch as much as possible, but he's got to manage himself.
And last but not least, Chef Supreme says that is how the internet did